Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. I am Katie from Mitsa Creek Farm, and we are in full gear to get ready for fall and for our pumpkin patch and opening to the public. So right now you can see we have all these big wooden spools down here. These are going to be some of our main displays for our flowers, and so we need to get them put into place so that we can put the poles on them to put the hanging baskets off of. But in order to do that, we have to get our big like hay wagon, but we have different tiers on it so that we can put flowers on there as well. And that is going to be going from here down to the roadside stand and back and forth. And so we need to be able to make sure that we can get that in and out of here really easily. So right now Beck is going and he's getting the wagon, and we are going to try to get the wagon placed where we're going to be putting it when we're open down here. And then that way we can roll these guys into place. And while Beck is getting the trailer, I will show you what I've been working on. Trying to finish potting up everything so I know what I have for 6-inch pots so that I can get my displays ready. But let me show you all these pots I've been planting up. These guys here are 10.5 inch, I believe, pots. So I've been in here getting these guys potted up. Got flowers everywhere. My goal is to get all this finished here this afternoon, so then this is done and I can move on to the next project. I do have a wholesale account that I usually supply pumpkins for. It's a nursery greenhouse place, and they said that they didn't do any fall mums or baskets this year, so they were wanting to buy some from us. And so I need to make sure that I have what I need for my customers and my inventory and everything so that I can pass what's kind of left to her, or what is left as far as 6-inch pots go to her. And so that she can decide what she wants and what she doesn't want. So I just need to get these all finished so that I have a 6-inch pot inventory, and then she can decide what she wants. So this area that I had nice and clean the other day is now a mess again. Thankfully, they have to go back outside, so they will get hooked up to drip once I finish. And so it will be hopefully clean back up in here again this evening. So what we're thinking is we'll come down the driveway and run it through that little walkway there, but we need to make sure it fits, and then we're gonna try to get it parked kind of right here. So then when we go to bring it back down, we just pull it straight through and back down the driveway. But because it is running gear and everything, it's hard to turn. So we need to make sure that we can get it where we need it. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yep, we're gonna do those again. Mount it onto a wooden spool. That means we'll probably need to put the spools, because we need a wide enough loop to do this. So we'll probably need to put like 2 spools down here for sure. I don't know where we'll put the other one. What do you think? I guess. Yeah. So Beck and I are back from football practice, and he is weeding for me because we're gonna plant our extra marigolds along the edge of the building just to make it pop and look pretty. Eventually I want this to be like a big perennial raised bed, but we're doing what we can with what we have right now, and that's kind of what it's gonna look like. We just set the pots out so we can see. We're just filling in the spaces with marigolds. A lot of the marigolds are root bound, so I'm having to like cut off the bottom and open them up. But when this is all done, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. That is looking so much better. It feels so much better. It looks better in person than it does on camera, but I'm really liking how that looks. All right, so we didn't get these guys in place today. That'll be tomorrow, but we did get all of these marigolds planted and that looks so nice. I'm going to pick up these pots and call it a night, but I'm really happy with how that looks. It really adds a lot of color. I wish that I would have planted some Cheyenne Spirit coneflowers out in front so we could have more colors, but I will plant whatever we have left from over there. I might do some snapdragons. I'm not quite sure. I have some lantana left that I might do. Snapdragons are more pastels. Lantana are more bright colors. I might just stick a couple mums in there. We'll see. But for now, I am loving that. I have water going. I want to give these guys a really good soak because we are under a heat advisory for tomorrow and the next day. So I'm gonna let the hose, I'm gonna move it now and then let it run all night on as many of these as possible. This hose has been running on here for like an hour now. And a little bit ago I went and I dug in here and yeah, you can see it is completely dry under there, which is not good, but that's why we put potting soil around the plants, because it'll hold moisture better than the soil that's here, because the potting soil is not hydrophobic, but this soil is, which totally sucks. Oh yeah, it is getting down here. Okay. It's getting down to here, so that is good. So it'll get the rest of this stretch tonight. And remember, I will come down and move that once more before I go to bed and see if I can get it wrapped around the corner so that those guys can get a good soaking. These guys at least get water when it rains better. They get a good soaking when it rains, even when we get a light rain. So, this area is really dry because it does not. So I will try to get that. I'd love for that area to be soaked overnight. So I'm gonna set a timer on my phone and try to remember to do that. Good morning, guys. It is cool out right now. It's probably mid-70s, but we are under a heat advisory for starting at 2 this afternoon. So I want to try to get as much done today as possible. So the first thing Beck and I are gonna do is we're gonna move a spool, one of those big wooden spools, down to the roadside stand, and then I am going to get that kind of figured out down there, so then we have more room to work up here. So I made these stands and they fit in the holes that are in the center, and all it is a 2x3 with some little stabilizing legs here, and then this fits down so it's in the hole just to give it a little bit more stability. And we were testing over here. I have to get this fixed because you can see it cracked. But what we're gonna do is we are going to drill a small hole here and countersink 2 screws into this to make it more stable and to make it so that on the future ones they don't crack. And then I have these cheap, these are just like $1. They are okay for outdoor use, plant hooks from Menards. And so I am going to take and mount these here. And so these are going to be for the hanging baskets. And so I think I'm going to do like one on each side and then one on the front. And I don't think I'm going to do one on the back yet. I did not get enough. Menards was out. We bought them out of what they had. So I think I'm gonna put 3 on this one, 4 down at the roadside stand. I lost Beck, but I was able to get that rolled down. So now I'm gonna go get the stand. It goes up in the center, like I was just showing you. While I was waiting for him, I ended up putting the brackets and everything on it so that it was less to carry down, and then he left. So if I get that brought down and get that ready, then when he comes back, he can flip that, because I can't. That's way too heavy for me to flip. But he's good at it, and so that will have to wait for him. So this is what my little hanging plant stand looks like. So that's gonna fit in the center, and that's gonna screw to the base, and that is really sturdy when you screw that into the base. Oh no, I do not want that one there. Go back to where you were. I'm gonna have to try to flip this one. I want this one up a little higher. I was able to flip that over, so now I'm gonna try to flip this one over that's up there. I want it to be kind of right in there, and that's the side I'm gonna flip over. So I'm gonna see if I can do this. I think I have to get it over just a smidge more so that it's not tight up against the building. Looking back at the placement, I think I want this one forward more to like right there. So Beck will have to do that when he gets back, because I can't push those when they're flat like that. But that's what it's gonna look like. And then all the hanging baskets are gonna hang, and we're gonna have a thing of hanging baskets just sitting there. And then I'm probably gonna put hooks in and have them hang down there, so it makes almost like a pyramid. Did it. So I'm gonna go down to the one at the stand, at the roadside stand. I'm gonna grab some screws and some bits and try to get it flipped over and then get that mounted. Or we got that mounted, and it has 3 hooks on it, 1 in the front and 1 on each side. I didn't do anything on the back. So this is, I need to take a brush and wipe it off, and then I can start putting plants on it. We have 12 big mums to bring down to the roadside stand. I have 3 that I put hangers on. The rest I will stick the hangers in the checkout stand, and then we'll arrange these around there, and I'm hoping to maybe get a load of porch pots down there as well. I don't think I'll get the 6-inch down today, but things are moving along. Then once we get that done this evening, my goal is to get this fully set up so that we can start putting stuff out. All right, that feels really good, and I love how that looks. I was debating on putting hooks right under there. I don't think I'm going to, so I'm gonna put the different porch pots, fall baskets down there, and those get taller, so that will work out really well. And I am loving how this looks. I'm gonna do another display right in there for when we're not open down at the stone coop, but it feels good to get these guys out and getting a head start on fall. I noticed a lot of places already have their mums out, so I really wanted to make it a priority to get these out as quickly as possible. So we did it. Really happy with that. It looks great. And now it is hot, and it is time to bring back to football practice. So that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.